Hi Alpa,
Hi Jyoti, how are you?
I'm good. Good afternoon, and a very warm
Good
welcome to
afternoon.
everybody.
Good afternoon. Welcome to all. So today we are going to continue our topic from last week. So last week we were discussing about some myths and facts about baby massage. So might have as you all might know, like as a new mother or an expecting mother, you get to hear so many things from your neighbor, from your friends, family, and not necessarily all these things are true. So there are so many myths about baby massage, and we are talking about some myths and explaining the facts about these things that we hear about baby massage. So I'll just give a quick recap of what we had discussed in the part one of myths and facts of baby massage, and then we can proceed with the new questions for today. So last week we spoke about the myth, which is very common, that start massaging your baby as soon as possible, like the next day after the baby is born, which is not true. One must wait at least 3 weeks to start the strokes part of the massage. Uh, Another myth that is very common is harder the better or longer time the better. So this is also a myth. More pressure makes bones strong, which is not true. Then we hear about some opt-ins for fair skin and some abrasive material to be used for removal of hair. This is also sadly a myth. It's not possible. Another very common myth that we hear is to pinch the baby boy's nipples because sometimes they are engorged. This is called to remove the witch's milk. This is a myth. It's not a practice which is recommended or advisable. Moving on about pressing a baby's head to give a round shape or pulling the legs to give a shape or to increase the height of the baby. All this is a myth. Another myth is hanging from the neck, also not recommended, not advisable. So after discussing all the points, Jyoti, we clarified all these points, and then we had just started to talk about it. People say that it's okay for babies to cry. So should we continue with this, Jyoti? Can you explain? Is it okay for the baby to cry during massage, and what should be done?
Sure, sure. So, as we were speaking, Alpa, a lot
Hmm.
of parents have heard that all babies cry during massage. Therefore, it is
Right.
normal that babies cry during massage. I would very much
Right.
like to rectify here that it is not normal for a baby to cry during massage. Massage is supposed to be a very comforting and soothing act for the baby. It's like when we go for a massage, we are comforted, we feel relaxed. We are not supposed to receive so much pressure that we start crying in pain, right?
Right.
Similarly,
Right.
all the more for a baby, the act of massage is to convey love, security, safety to them. So, while a lot of parents observe that the babies cry, it is due to various reasons. It is common that the babies cry, but it is not normal. So, it is a myth.
Right.
Please, when a baby cries, it's their way of communicating to us caregivers, to parents, that they are in need of something. When they are in need of something, that's the only way they can tell it to us. And we are supposed to respond to their need and ensure that their need is met. So while babies cry, it is not normal, it is common, it is not normal. We need to be responsive to a baby's need and address them. So why Why do you think a baby may be crying? It's for parents to think a little bit about it. You may have a stranger coming in to give your baby a massage. That stranger may be coming in at a certain time every day, a set time, maybe 9:30 in the morning, 10, whatever your set time is. And then they start giving the massage in a way we have all heard, like, give a
Hmm.
lot of pressure, pull the legs, press the head, pinch the nipples, pull the foreskin, all of which are myths, which are all wrong practices. So now imagine a baby who has no schedule, right? Right now,
Right.
their circadian rhythm is not set, biorhythms are not set. They do not have a set time for sleeping, waking up. They are hungry when they are hungry. Every day is different with them. In the beginning, the pattern is not set. In the beginning, the skin is also very delicate. Okay, all the systems are delicate. To this delicate, gentle baby, day after day, we are giving them a massage which we think is beneficial, but actually counterproductive. What they are in need of is gentle, soothing touch, which is conveying a parent's proximity, a parent's physical presence, a parent's love, affection, and touch,
Hmm.
which is supposed to stimulate the baby's growth. What we are
Right.
providing them is completely opposite. We are not giving them any comfort or security with this kind of touch. In fact, if it is a stranger, a baby may get anxiety because the baby gets used to their primary caregiver by their smell, by their touch. Babies can sense their primary caregivers by their voice. So they come to recognize their primary caregivers and they begin to attach with these primary caregivers. In fact, if parents were to read any research or credible books on baby care and initial formative years, consistency and affectionate care are amongst the most important things that a
Topmost,
baby
yes.
requires for healthy growth and development. So now a baby is anxious because there is someone who's not their primary caregiver. Just think of it biologically also. It is a baby to feel safe and protected will call out to their primary caregiver. It is a survival instinct that, listen, someone else is near me, come and be near me. I want to ensure that I am safe, that I'm protected, that this person is not a threat to my safety. So it's biological. They are calling out to you. Then is if someone is pulling, squeezing, pinching, it may actually be hurting them and they are communicating that to you. Another reason for crying may be that today at 10 o'clock when the Malish wali came, they were feeling sleepy, or they were hungry, or they just did not want to be disturbed. They were not feeling like it. But we insisted that they had to have their massage. Even when they were hungry, we were like, no, the Malish wali has come. You have to take your massage. You forget about being hungry now. A baby cannot function like that. When they are hungry, they are hungry. They need that need to be met. The requirement is that the need of hunger should be met in that moment. Or if they are sleepy, the need for rest must be met in that moment. So when we are not doing what the baby's schedule requires, we are going against their schedule. That may be making them uncomfortable. So there may be several other reasons like this that makes a baby uncomfortable, and they may be crying because of these reasons. As an adult, this is we should understand this is the baby's way of communicating with us. The crying is their way of telling us that they need us to respond to a need. If we respond to it and provide what the baby needs, we are able to build our trust and provide them the safety and security that they need mentally and physically. Now, if we let the baby keep crying and day after day We are told it is normal that the baby will cry after 10 days, after 2 weeks. See that the baby will stop crying. You just watch, don't worry. You know why the baby stops crying? Because the baby has now realized that when I'm crying, nobody is paying attention or listening to me or responding to my needs. Therefore, I have to take care of myself and not communicate this need. Baby begins to think that I need to take care of myself and I need to depend only on myself. No one will needs. Therefore, I will, for the survival instinct kicks in again, and they begin to, they don't want to expend that energy in crying, they want to preserve that energy for taking care of themselves. So they stop communicating to us, they shut down. It's not that
Right.
they have become used to what is being done to them. They have become used to us not responding to them. They have shut down from us, which is very sad, in fact.
Very sad. I
Uh,
agree.
right, right. So from there, we need to understand that in a very small baby, in newborns, it's important that we respond to their needs and
Very, very
address.
well.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, I was
No,
just
no, go
saying
ahead.
very, very well explained, Jyoti. And let's move on to the next question. Now, this is also sadly a very prevalent myth that is going around, which where they say that where they say to the new mother that you are inexperienced. What do you know how to massage? Let the expert malish wali come and massage the baby. So, what are your thoughts on this one, Jyoti?
Again, very sadly, Alpa, this is very, very prevalent in our society. Um,
Yes.
and even internationally, parents have been made to feel inadequate, as if, you know, parenting is a rocket science. Eh, Actually, it is a very instinctive thing which all other species of mammals are doing generation after generation, which
Hmm.
our species was also doing generation after generation. With the advancement of science and scientific understanding and medicine, we are supposed to enhance this, not interfere in this. But
Right.
these days, there's so much intervention. It has become a birth, and everything around us has become a procedure rather than a natural process. And there is
Hmm.
so much advice floating around that parents are not able to, given to their instincts and intuition, and they are made to feel inadequate. Every time a woman becomes pregnant, what if we all told her, listen, this is the first time you are pregnant, you don't know how to be a mother, you don't know how you'll give birth, you don't know anything, just lie down and let the doctor do everything. And that's pretty much what we are doing. We are telling people, just sit back, let the doctor do anything. I mean, the woman is very much involved in it, the parents are very much involved in it, their instincts and intuitions are involved in it. So to tell them you don't know what you have to do is actually very wrong. The parents know what is to be done. They instinctively hold their child, they instinctively rock the child, cuddle the child, walk back and forth with them, they hug them, so they sing to them, they coo to them. All of that part is natural, where they are supposed to provide their touch to the baby. That is all natural, and massage has also developed naturally over centuries, and where parents have understood that this is a wonderful way to interact and provide touch to the baby. So, actually, all parents know how to provide touch, and they are best suited to provide this touch. Biologically, the
Correct.
mother's touch is required by the baby. The mother's proximity is required by the baby to function well. Therefore, it is uninformed on somebody's part to tell a mother or a father that you are not equipped or experienced to massage your baby. All the parents need is some proper information and guidance rather than being,
Yeah.
told to doubt themselves.
Right.
In
Right.
fact, for many, many reasons, it should be the parents who are massaging the baby for biological reasons, because the baby needs the primary caregiver's touch. For the reasons of safety and hygiene, nobody else will take care of safety and hygiene as much as the parents will. When the parents massage, they observe many things about the baby, how the baby is reacting, responding. They communicate with the baby communicates with them. They will observe if there's any rash. They will observe if the baby frowns. They will stop when the baby cries and try to soothe the baby rather than rushing to finish the massage within the 10-minute window or the 15-minute window that a malishwali has. The intent and energy that a parent will give to the baby, nobody else can replicate that. That pure love and energy and intent will can only be provided by parents or loving grandparents. So for so
True.
many reasons, it's actually the parents who are better suited to massage their babies than a maleshwali. All they need is
Correct.
some proper, to in fact, all they need is for the misinformation to be taken away, and then they'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Only that would also be enough. True. So moving
Exactly.
ahead, Jyoti. Um, Also, people, many parents have in our classes, they have come and asked us or sometimes discussed about pulling a baby boy's foreskin of the penis. So, is it recommended to pull the foreskin to clean the area, or what are your thoughts about this?
So we know it is not recommended to pull the foreskin to separate it. It will over time. It happens by itself. It is not required. Just keep the area clean. Talk to your doctor about how it's to be done. But it is not required to pull the foreskin. It can injure the baby. Um, and yeah, about that we had mentioned earlier. Also, we do not massage the genitals of a baby, whether
Yeah,
it's baby boy or baby girl.
correct, correct. Okay, so then last on my list about all the myths, some of the myths that are very common. So last on my list over here is about a preterm baby. So sometimes they say that because your baby was preterm, the baby is premature, so give massage even more than a normal term baby, so that the preterm baby catches up with the development and becomes stronger. So is this true, Jyoti?
No, it's not. Again, this is a myth. What we need to understand, when a baby who is born preterm, their skin and their system is even more delicate and gentle than a baby who is born at full term, which means they may find our touch even more stimulating than a full term baby. So we have to go by the baby's growth goals. We have to check with the doctors when it is okay for the baby to receive touch. When the doctors give a go ahead. Now, please understand, it is very important for the baby to receive touch. Touch really helps in the growth. So, if the doctor gives a go ahead for touching, then please just hold the baby, do a lot of skin to skin, and provide touch and comforting to the baby, maybe just a little bit of stroking on the back or the head. That's it, provided it's medically cleared by the doctor. But do not excessively massage a baby who is born preterm thinking that you will help them catch up. It is overstimulated for them. They will not be able to handle so much stimulation. Also, babies of this age who are born preterm, need to sleep a lot at times. Most of the times that's seen that they need to sleep a lot because they need to catch up their brain development. But if we massage them, all their energy is taken away, you know, towards massage, towards consuming the stimulation, and it may be counterproductive. So please,
Yeah.
yes, touch is important for the baby, but ask your doctor if you can just hold the baby, touch the baby, if just provide them that kind of proximity, skin to skin. And once the baby is at about 3 4 weeks of term age, like, comparable term age, full term age, then you can start massaging them. Before that, just provide lots of touch to them.
Great, great. Thank you, Jyoti, for explaining it so well. And I hope that we have, Jyoti and I have been able to bust some of these myths and to explain the facts in a logical, scientific, evidence based way. So, thank you, Jyoti, and thank you all for joining us. I hope this was useful. See you soon again next week with a new topic.
Thank you, Alpa. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining in. See you next week. Bye.
Thank you for watching. For more such videos, do like, share, and subscribe to the First Parents.